What's up? I'm Nevaeh and you're watching Nevaeh's Channel. And on today's episode, the plant of the week. That's a good question. Ooh, you know what? It's gonna be my cute spider plant. I'll be right back. I'll go grab it. Okay. This little guy, mind you, okay. I have 4 indoor spider plants. I have 2, I think they call them mother plants outside that are, yeah, you know what a mother is. And I took 4 for inside. This is the biggest one so far, and I'm obsessed. This one, I'm sure I have pictures, but they just take off like crazy. If you are struggling with new plants, sometimes we struggle with ones like pothos. I know you can't see it right now, but she is the moment still. That one's touching the ground. I wonder if I should propagate it. Anyways, this is not a planty video. If you are struggling though with taking care of plants, spider plants might be a good one for you because they grow so fast. It can be a little boring with those ones because they don't grow very fast. They grow faster than other ones, but these ones take off. I'm going to show you 2 more and then we're going to hop into the video. So, hold on. So, there are these 2. They start off really tiny. I mean, everything starts off small, but it only takes like 2 weeks to get it to that size, if that. It depends on them though. Sometimes one will grow slower than the other, but I'm obsessed with them. I have 4 indoors right now because 2 of them are going to be in here because I just want spider plants inside as well as outside, but 2 are going in Quentin. If you don't know, that's my snake's new bioactive vivarium. So yeah, which is going to be so cute if it I should say when, because they will grow when it grows in there, because it'll just take over little spots. I'm just gonna put these here for now while we continue the video. No, you can't see it. I'm gonna switch it. Hold on. All right, so I put it right there so you guys can see it. You can't see it very well because I'm blocking the light that's coming in, but it's there. We know it's there. If I move, you can see it. But anyways, today's video is, or are you a bad communicator? And sometimes we think we're saying one thing, but we are saying something completely different. Now, as someone who struggled with finding the words to communicate what I was trying to get across to other people, I started to look into actual meanings of certain words and just looking up words for, and then putting either the feeling or the way that you felt, the way that you would describe it in your own words. Synonyms, even antonyms too, because if you're looking for antonyms, the synonyms sometimes pop up. But anyways, researching what you're trying to communicate really does help. And identifying what you want to say, like why am I saying this, and what you want out of the conversation, because sometimes I just want to vent person will run into I just want to answer your problems person, and sometimes they don't understand why the other person is acting the way they are. Now, the I just want to vent person is someone coming to you with their problems who just wants a listening ear, while the listener just wants to give you solutions to help you. Now, the question is, who is failing in the communication process? And it honestly is both, because if you as a listener aren't asking enough questions to figure out what the communicator is saying, which is something not my book, but the book that I'm reading, or was reading, I need to pick it back up again, is kind of teaching me you have to figure out what the point or purpose of the communication is as the listener. But as the communicator, I know it jumps back and forth, but we'll understand at the end. As the communicator, you have to display what you are trying to achieve out of this conversation, or it will be left at a crossroads, and a disconnect will be felt on both ends. Frustrations and even arguments will arise if you're not finding a middle ground. So like I stated earlier, communicating with the understanding of what you want to say, and adding on communicating with the intention, communicating the intention of the communication. Delivery is something that I will have to make a video on. I should probably write that down after. The way you say something really can trigger people, but that's not the video right now. It may be the video right after, who knows. I always say that. It's just, when you get to talking about one subject, all of the rest come out. So yeah, communication can be difficult when you care about a person more and you are afraid of the emotional disconnect that is possible. And learning about that is uncomfortable, because you have to relive the way that you played whatever role you did from whatever side. All that being said, you have to understand the person you are communicating with as well, so that you don't take what they're saying for the words that they're saying always, even though people should say what they mean, but try to find the intention behind them. Sometimes, not always, because sometimes people mean exactly what they say. But sorry for the jump cuts. What I was saying earlier, before I got distracted myself, was the book is teaching me, or has taught me already. The book that I'm reading currently, that I keep mentioning, that kind of is the stem for a lot of the videos recently, is that an emotional wound affects the same part of your brain that physical wounds do. And we are naturally creatures that protect ourselves. So if we sense danger or pain, which is the same as danger in our brains, we will not repeat that process more than once. If we are forming a defensive mechanism, and you may see that happen in your closer relationships, because their opinions matter more to you than, say, a stranger. So it may be easier for some people to vent to strangers or people that they care less about. And you, as I say these things, you might be envisioning situations where you relate to that, and that is your brain comprehending and rediscovering the parts where this applies in your life. Totally normal. But sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger rather than someone that you've known your whole life and who already has an idea of you, especially if they put you on a pedestal. I don't know if I made a video on pedestals, but I definitely will if I haven't. And I literally just said, we'll see, but whatever. It's good to brainstorm while I'm doing videos, because once I'm done filming, I'm like, I have no idea what to film. But anyways, So it creates an emotional wall, as I mentioned in the last, I think, 2 videos, which then creates a divide between you and the person you care about. And the closer you are, the bigger the divide is, because the more love you have for the person, the more damage they can do to you. And that can be seen in the way that we run from people we care about at times. I'm not saying we always do, and that's not always healthy. I'm just saying sometimes we do. So finding your healthy balance. It's okay to keep certain news to yourself and certain victories, because only you know how hard you worked and how much it was to accomplish these things for yourself sometimes. And if it's a person who will negatively react, if not give any reaction at all, you don't have to give that to them. Now, that's not me saying that you should hide everything and keep everything a secret, or not give a person a chance, but after you've given someone multiple chances to show you who they are, you shouldn't expect them to be differently, unless there has been a change or a communication about it, and understanding and stuff like that. Expecting different results from the same situation isn't logical. So find out what you're trying to say, then figure out how to say it. Understand who you're saying it to, and don't allow a incorrect reaction to what you say change who you are. Them being mad about something you're doing or unsupportive doesn't mean you don't deserve support or happiness. So yeah, figure out understand it for yourself first. Sometimes we need to just sit with ourselves and figure out what, when, why, and where these things apply to us. So, are you a defensive listener or a bad communicator? All my videos are so straightforward. It's funny though. And I will see you in the next one. See if I can